Friends, I gotta confess a murder. Yesterday, okay, first of all, I made a sourdough starter, which everybody made a sourdough starter, so I didn't tell you about mine. That's like saying, hey, guess what? I got an esophagus. I got a sourdough starter, okay? And I was storing it in the oven. I was keeping it in there where it was warm. And I decided to make some scones because I had kept some of my runoff. Like, you know, when you're making a sourdough starter, you have all this discard every day, and I didn't want to throw it away. So I'd made crackers and pancakes, and yesterday I made scones. You should know if you make a sourdough scone, it's a little funky. It's got a little of that sour dough in it. Anyway, I forgot that the sourdough starter was in the oven, and I turned the oven on, and he baked. And with a plastic, I had like a thing like this sitting on top, and it just melted beautifully down the sides. So no more sourdough for me. I gotta tell you, it felt good. It's like quitting a job. You ever quit a job you hate? That's how I felt about that sourdough starter. Because I don't know if y'all know this, they got sourdough at the store. Also, I kind of like other bread better. I like sourdough, but not all the time. Like, you want some sourdough today, but you don't necessarily want it tomorrow. Anyway, Gina, I told you to keep going with that sourdough. Throw it out the window. Just throw it right out. You got a new baby. You ain't got time to keep a sourdough alive unless it's doing really well, in which case, keep him. You know, let me know how it goes. I'm proud of all y'all that got your sourdough going. Mine, the sad part about mine is I was on day 11 and it was ready. Like, it was bread day. I had decided that was going to be the day that I was going to start the bread. But Jesus said no sourdough for you. But I do have this leftover scone from yesterday. I've been doing some gardening, which is why I look like a haint. But anyway, I decided I want to have a little tea time, and I didn't want to heat my whole oven up. So what I'm doing, I learned this at Larry's PX on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, and they grill muffins on the stove. And so I put a cast iron skillet over here and got it hot, put some butter in it, and then I'm just putting my scone in there and gonna let it kind of grill up in that butter, and it becomes delicious. So let's see how he's doing. It doesn't need too long either. You just kind of want to lightly toast it, and I do it on both sides because, you know, more butter, more better. So there it goes. Let's see if I can. And then while that's going, you can get your tea made, which I already did, which is part of the reason I needed my scone to be ready now, because you can't let your tea get cold while you mess with the scone, right? All right. So let's get our little scone. Put him on our little plate and go sit outside and admire the peppers I just planted. Mayhap we shall do a garden tour one of these days. There's a scone. There's a tea. Cheers.